Chapter 10-19. Weaponize translator, Nuobo Studio editor, Nuobo Studio inside Luo Feng's palace on Baohinia Island. Knowing that the ancestral god school was about to publicly bestow him a valuable, Luo Feng stayed on Baohinia Island and waited patiently. Thunder Beast God is going to arrive here himself and bestow you a valuable. True Yan Knight stood up abruptly and opened his eyes wide. You're not kidding, are you? How could I kid about this, teacher? Luo Feng said. It'll happen soon. True Yan Knight stroked his hair and walked around the hall. He frowned and murmured, if one of the 8 beast gods actually arrives here himself and puts up such pageantry, he's at least going to give you a true treasure. But it doesn't feel right. Though the ancestral god school is the greatest superpower in the universe, it won't just throw away a true treasure randomly like that. What do you mean by throw away, teacher? Luo Feng asked, smiling. Zhu Chong Emperor was bestowed with 2 true treasures. As for me, it's okay for me to get at least one, right? True Yan Knight shook his head. You're not the same as Zhu Chong Emperor. Not the same? Said Luo Feng. Luo Feng was dazed. He thought the power he manifested was at Zhu Chong Emperor's level. Besides, both of them were sub-members of the ancestral god school. What was the difference? Zhu Chong Emperor is a special life form, said True Yan Knight. He doesn't belong to any other power, and hence, he belongs to the ancestral god school completely. Whereas you are firstly a member of Hong Alliance, then a sub-member of the ancestral god school. Bark Mirror Emperor, who is admitted by the Northern Territory Alliance, was never given any true treasures by the ancestral god school. The ancestral god school is the greatest power in the universe, True Yan Knight went on. Though it doesn't fight for anything, it doesn't value the great beings of other powers as much as it does its own members. Bark Mirror Emperor is most loyal to the Northern Territory Alliance. You're most loyal to the Hong Alliance, the human race. Zhu Chong Emperor didn't join any other powers, so he is only loyal to ancestral god school. True Yan Knight looked at Luo Feng. I've collected information on lots of exceptional heirs, and I found out that only those who are 100% loyal to the ancestral god school can receive the best. If one belongs to another power, he won't be treated the same as those who show complete loyalty. Luo Feng nodded. It made perfect sense. If pressed to choose between the ancestral god school and the human race, there's no doubt that you'll stand with the humans, True Yan Knight said. That's why the ancestral god school won't grant you much, even if they want you to be part of them. However, they did invite Thunder Beast God to come personally. It would be insulting to him if he gave you a mere treasure. It's got to be a true treasure. True Yan Knight paused, then added, which baffles me. Luo Feng nodded. He would stand with the human race without a doubt. As for the ancestral god school, he was indeed not faithful to it, even after knowing that they would bestow him a valuable. He stood in solidarity with the human race. For what it's worth, said True Yan Knight, looking at Luo Feng, apparently, the ancestral god school highly values you. In light of that, they're willing to give you a valuable, even knowing that you're with the humans. I understand. Luo Feng nodded. Don't expect too much, True Yan Knight said. Although I think it'll be a true treasure, the ancestral god school surely won't be too generous. I'll just have to wait for it, Luo Feng said. Luo Feng looked at Tru Yan Knight and thought that if the valuable given by the ancestral god school was not useful to him, he would give it to teacher Tru Yan. Days passed, and Luo Feng continued waiting on Bauhinia Island. While he was waiting, Luo Feng familiarized himself with the valuables he got from Bark Mirror Emperor. Inside the world ring. Ha. The Northern Territory Alliance paid a huge price to rope Bark Mirror Emperor. Luo Feng's original Earthling body was wearing golden armor in a bizarre shape. It was covered with weird beast engravings, which did not belong to any one of the beast gods. It was the true treasure armor. As soon as Luo Feng put it on, the information about the armor was sent to him instantly. The true treasure armor was named Golden King Armor, and it had 3 forms. The first form could weaken the power of a material attack to 1% of its original power. The second form could weaken the power of a material attack to 1/1000th of its original power. The third form could weaken the power of a material attack to 1/10,000th of its original power. If the armor couldn't withstand the attack, it wouldn't be able to effectively weaken the power of the attack, and if the attacking power was too strong, it wouldn't be able to weaken it at all. When the user was fighting a Universe Knight, even the third form of the armor could only weaken the attacking power by half. For Universe Masters, these ordinary true treasures were not useful at all. As for beings like Zhao Shanqi, they could destroy an ordinary true treasure easily. Those Universe Masters don't care much about ordinary true treasures, but they are earnestly desired by Universe Knights. Luo Feng studied the ancient armor he wore. I'm yet to have the power to rival Universe Masters, so this golden armor is invaluable. Luo Feng exclaimed with thrill, no wonder they all want true treasures. He finally understood why Pei Feng Knight had only been injured when his remote ocean body exploded in front of him. He had relied on the true treasure armor in its pinnacle form. I wonder which armor is better, mine or Pei Feng Knight's, Luo Feng thought. Bark Mirror Emperor was wearing this golden armor. Fortunately, I have the true treasure star map, and I combined the power of 520 stars, which multiplied their power. Star map and the golden armor neutralized each other, and that was how Bark Mirror Emperor died. Luo Feng looked in the distance and saw a gigantic beast. It was the golden horned beast. I'll have the original Earthling body wear the golden armor, Luo Feng thought. And when I get the Force armor in the future, I'll have the golden horned beast wear it. The golden armor was different from Force armor. The golden armor only had defending power, yet the Force armor could derive soldier armor, general armor, and king armor, which meant Force armor had enormous godly power. In Luo Feng's plan, his original Earthling body followed the spiritual Force leader path, so he only needed the golden armor. Golden Horned Beast did close quarters combat, and hence Force armor could be fully utilized on the Golden Horned Beast. Luo Feng had acquired quite a few valuables from Bark Mirror Emperor, and 2 of them suited Luo Feng the best. One was Golden King armor, and the other was a set treasure called Swallowing Claws. This was comprised of 4 claw gloves that Bark Mirror Emperor had worn on his claws. Now, Golden Horned Beast wore the set treasure. When he utilized the set, the power of the 4 gloves would be transferred to 1, making its power surge. Bark Mirror Emperor had some other treasures, but they were useless to Luo Feng. The precious materials used to recover godly bodies were meaningless to Luo Feng, as he had the remote ocean. Luo Feng waited for the arrival of Thunder Beast God. While familiarizing himself with the golden armor and the swallowing claws. 11 days after he received the email from the ancestral god school, a terrific power arrived in the sky over Bauhinia Island. The power was so strong that it was superior to that of the guarding beast god on Bauhinia Island. The heirs flew out of their palaces. Thunder Beast God is arriving. True Yan Knight said, flying out immediately. Island Luo Feng's palace, Moshe body sat with his legs crossed. And the original earthling body was still familiarizing himself with the golden armor. When the power arrived, Moshe body was thrilled. The original earthling body flew out of the world. Ring. He finally came, said Luo Feng. He took a deep breath, stepped out of the door, and flew into the sky. In the sky over Bauhinia Island stood more than 100 million heirs. Luo Feng and True Yan Knight stood side by side with each other. Hong, long, long bolts of lightning filled the sky and covered 5-colored Aurora Lake. An enormous shadow was dimming in the lightning. This figure was the source of the power. Heng. A loud snort was heard. Power surged. And all the heirs in the sky dove down. Even Universe Night heirs couldn't resist the force. Slowly, the enormous shadow flew down and showed its true face. He was covered with cyan hair, and each strand of hair looked like a whip of a thunder god. His 3 claws seemed to step on and suppress all of space, and his partially opened wing churned the lightning above him. His most striking features were his eyes. His eyes were like oceans. The eyes of thunder. Nobody dared exchange eye contact with him. Majestic, said Luo Feng. After only a glimpse, he felt that the terrific being in the sky was like a part of universe origin law. It's said that becoming a beast god means merging with the law, but the guarding beast god is not as powerful as this. Will becoming an actual beast god change one's foundation? None of the heirs could resist the power. But it wasn't because of the sheer power. It was the arrival of the universe origin law. I am Thunder Beast God. His sound was like thunder, resounding across the entire Bauhinia Island. One of the 8 beast gods. Air. Blade River Emperor. Intangible power. Enveloped Luo Feng, and he rose into the sky. The heirs on the ground looked at Blade River Emperor in shock. Now, they all understood that the arrival of Thunder Beast God was for the human. Blade River Emperor. Luo Feng suddenly understood.